Well, we gotta wait till this pops up so I can shut it down, and then we're good to go. There it is. That's a pretty good picture. That ain't bad. You can actually see the cichlid. Look at that. Hi, guys. Nice to see you all. I'm seeing this tank for the first time with the new $100 gold severums in it. Honestly, I had no idea. Oh, well. And we have angels in this red tank. It's red because the tannins on this Pacific wood are just explode. I've had that happen before. It really needs to be soaked for a week or two before it's used, and I kind of put it in cold. I don't see any angels moving around. There's six of them in there somewhere or other. There's one right there, I think. Is that an angel? Right there, and maybe right. Yeah, that's one there too. There they are. They're up in the corner, hiding in the corner, and probably right there as well. So they're right toward the top. Well, there you have it. Craig's Catfish Cave is here. Becca MK90. My 11-month-old tank is rating all zero for my parameters. You tell me what's going on. Not the planted tank. Zero for all your parameters. So it's zero pH. That's pretty cool. Zero temperature. That's pretty cold. Zero nitrate. Zero. I would suggest that you put the kit in a drawer and forget that you own it. That way, your tank will be as fine as it appears to be without trying to judge it based on some artificial measurement that will be off by a factor of 100. Those little test kits, in point of fact, test nothing. They are a complete waste of money and energy, and they do more to create anxiety and stress than they do to solve problems or even make problems apparent because they are so often off. If your tank has been set up for 11 months and your fish are healthy, then I want to know why you don't have plants in it. And if you don't have plants in it, you don't. It's because you don't have a substrate. Why don't you have a substrate? You can put sand in that tank without disturbing a thing, 2 inches or more, on top of whatever else is in there, and put plants in it. Without plants, you've got to be changing water and going through all kinds of madness routinely just to keep the pollutants out. That's what plants do. They balance the tank. Put some plants in it, and then your zero will be less troublesome to you. Don't worry about it, Becca. Just get plants in that tank. And if you're going to have a substrate, add some dirt to it or sand. Just add sand. A couple inches of sand. Pour it right into the water. If it's washed and clean, it's not going to hurt a thing. The fish are smart enough to get out of the way. They're not going to be pummeled by grains of sand. Not, let's see, Mike says, recently started keeping shrimp. Just saw a female carrying eggs for the first time. Is there anything I should do for her? Oh dear, what do you do for a shrimp carrying eggs? I would enjoy the spectacle, I think, is what you really need to do. Observe nature at its finest. God does not give special consideration other than of a natural sort to female shrimp carrying eggs. They fend just fine, and she will be just fine. Now, if you have fish in the tank, the fish will eat the babies, guaranteed, absolutely 100% of the time. There will be no baby shrimp in that tank because the fish, no matter how tiny they are going to eat the baby shrimp, which are tiny enough for the smallest fish to make a meal out of them. So there you have that. If you want baby shrimp, you got to take the fish out or put her in another container where she can have her babies in peace. That might have been what you were referring to, and that would be a good idea. Just make sure that what you put her in is not a hospital tank. You want her in a well established tank with a food web, a balanced tank, where she'll be able to eat and so will the babies naturally, because that's what they need to do. Just started my dirted tank 2 weeks ago. Says Kalon or Kalon or whatever. Oh, but Becca has grandstand. Makes your jump and I'm nervous about doing. How deep is your sand gravel mixture, Becca? Give me a depth in inches. Let's see. What do we need to do here? Add moderator. I I hate plain black text. Adam Brady. Where'd he go? Newbie. How to keep severums in a planted tank. Look over my shoulder and you'll see I have severums in a planted tank. It's really not a problem. You just do it. Excited to find you here live tonight, says Ready Now. Hope your new place is coming along and comfy. It is. It's slow, but it's getting there. And it's gonna be wonderful. And Catfish Cave, Craig's Catfish agrees. As to it. Is the test expired? Might be. Depends on the frogs. The frogs. The frogs. Chicken is saying I've been wanting to get my guppies to breed, but they get pregnant, but I never see them give birth. Well, they tend to the female tends to be a little private. She'll go into a corner and kind of hide to have babies typically, particularly if there are a lot of other fish and if there's adequate cover. If there are plants in there, she'll kind of hide around a plant in order to protect the babies. Also protects her from being hassled as she's having them. Great to see your channel on Ash Wednesday. Thank you, Victor. Recently put frogs in my fish tank. What kind of frogs, Victor? Not Victor, Hector. What kind of frogs, Hector? Depends on the frog. There are many different kinds of frog. Uh-uh. Right, depends on the frog. Who said that? Mike said that. Well, if they're tiny, if they're dwarf or what are they called? Dwarf Africans, pygmy Africans, whatever they're called. They're not gonna eat fish. They eat little tiny worms. So what you want to do, chicken, with the guppies is set up a little tank or a little nursery, if you will, to put the female in when she gets close, so that she can have the babies in private. Are you? Let me back up a little. You're saying you never see them give birth. Do you see the babies? Are the babies surviving? If the babies are surviving, then you're just inadequately observant. If they're not, then you got another problem. Did I give you a wrench? I did. Becca, Chicken, Hector, Mike. I hate this. I hate this. Oy. High rope. All tanks need plants, says Catfish. Absolutely right. Melissa from New Zealand. Newbie, how to keep serums in a planet tank. We need to give you a wrench. And you need to look at the tank so you'll know. Of course, they didn't go tell you how. Just that does. Oh, you already had one. Who was that? That was Newbie. What I give with one hand, I take away with the other. But then I give it back with the same hand. Adam Brady finally made it to a live stream. Still at work, so I got to keep it on the down and low. Nice to have you with us, Adam. Down and low, Adam. Give you a wrench. We should celebrate for Adam's sake. Get the volume up, Adam. Crank it up. Becca just got over being nervous. It'll be fine. Fine, it will. Your tank's been set up long enough that it really won't be a problem at all. You got plenty of nutrients in that substrate. Get some stem plants. Buy the back of the package of stem plants. Absolutely perfect. By the way, if you don't get your stem plants this week, it's because we ran out. We ordered 50 extra 25, I guess, extra stem plants, and we ran out. So we got 125 bags of stem plants out today, and we don't have any left. So any orders that come in now are not going to be filled until next week. But we're going to keep getting extra until we have enough to meet our weekly needs. So we won't be getting behind. Started dirted tank 2 weeks ago, said Kaylon. I think I gave Kaylon a wrench. I did. Moonshine. Hey, moonshine. Look at this. This is so aggravating. It will not let me move. The stupid arrow is so stupid. I wish they would do away with it. There's a white arrow in a blue circle, and all it does is make it impossible to keep track of the text. If you click on it, it jumps all the way to the bottom through about 25 comments. Then you have to scroll back up to where you were, and the arrow appears again, of course. So it is ignorant beyond ignorant. Serves absolutely no function. Plants love the sand. Yes, they do. I wish I'd keep track of where I am. All right. I think I know. We did Moonshine, Craig, and Michelle. Stress kits. That's very good, Michelle. I agree completely. We need to start calling them stress kits because that's what they really are. They're stress kits. Ethan Carey, can I show mine? I don't know, Ethan. What is mine? My what? We want to know. You can show your tank. Oh, and okay, somebody's here. I'm sorry, I'm losing track of who I am and what I'm doing. Who's this? Adam. Hello,
Hey,
Adam.
how's it going?
Do we have your volume?
I think so.
We don't have Adam. Adam, we cannot hear you, and I don't know why. His mic is on. You're not. I'm not getting you at all.
How about
I'm
this?
assuming. Look at this, Lord.
Is this better?
You can hear him. Really? My. You know what's wrong? You know what's wrong? I know what's wrong. The speakers are not working. Give me a second here. Let me try to get this.
Okay.
The speakers. And they may not. There it is. Now the speakers are working.
Testing, testing.
Gotcha.
All right.
All right. Let me get you full screen here. That's a really pretty tank, Anna.
Thank you. It's a 75 gallon.
Okay.
And last summer, we found you on YouTube. So me and my 3 kids and my wife went down to our local pond
Oh.
and we all brought our own jars
Hmm.
and created our resurrection jars. And this is what has happened.
Oh, look at this.
It's grown and grown.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so impressive.
some amoeba growing here on the glass.
Something. What is
And
that? Let me see that again. That looks to me like snail eggs.
it's
What do you
so
think? Are they moving? What is it?
no,
You
it's
said
it's
it's
actually
amoeba.
yeah, it's actually growing. This was kind of my question. I've talked to the group a couple different times on Discord, and they said leave it, and it'll
It
come and
looks
it'll
like,
go.
yeah, it looks like a fungus.
Okay,
I've never seen it before. It's pretty cool. It obviously is not anything that's going to be a problem, and it's certainly different. It's unique. It might be. You know what? I'll bet it is.
what's
I'll
that?
bet it. I'll bet it's a fungus. I'll bet it's like a mushroom.
Okay,
It's an aquatic mushroom.
all the different snails and things tend to leave it alone.
Huh.
They'll come up to it and then they'll go around it. The
Interesting.
fish leave it alone. I have 6 zebra danios in there, and they're loving all of the plants. They'll go up into these roots, and they'll have their young up in there, and all of a sudden, and I've got some raspberries across the back there,
Right.
and so you get this. I have so much growth
What is
that
that? Is that duckweed? What is it?
no, well, it's partly duckweed, but then these are all red root.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
So there's
Cool.
so much growth that what I'll do, and I'll show you. So it's actually they're so happy it's growing right out.
Wow.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering what to do with. I mean, it just wants to keep growing.
If you
Um,
put a light above it, take the top off, put a
mhm.
light above it, it'll flower.
So I've got a TV right above here. So
So you really can't do much.
deciding
Yeah,
I'm
let's see.
deciding what to do.
Yeah,
But what I
interesting.
produce, this tank is so wonderful that it produces enough plants to weekly I remove this amount and this amount and feed it to our 8 chickens, and
Oh,
they love it.
well,
And they're
now, yeah. The only thing that might happen is in time, you
uh-huh.
might begin to deplete the nutrition
Okay.
level in the tank. So you ought to be somewhat cautious about that. But I
Okay.
understand the problem with the way it covers the surface. It's kind of inevitable to do it.
Sure.
The plants look great though.
Yeah, these are plants that I ordered from you.
Oh,
They're doing just
nice.
wonderful.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I keep cutting. I cut these plants off halfway, and then I'll replant them down in.
Right.
This
Right.
this one here was from December 8th. What I did is I actually cut these. There was one plant here. So since December 8th, this is the amount I've grown.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
this
That's
tank is
cool.
going gangbusters. So I'm loving the journey.
That is so
So
fun.
I really appreciate all the time and effort you put into your channel.
Well, thank
My
you.
kids and I and my family are just loving this journey. So
Wonderful. Thank you. That's really delightful. Very
yeah,
much appreciate it. What kind of fish do you have in there?
I have six zebra danios and six rasboras, and there's one guppy in here, just a male, one of the fancy guppies. Um, I don't know where he's hiding right now. They just love this tank, so they're always hiding, and you never know exactly where they are. You
Oh,
know.
right, right. Very
Yeah.
nice. Thank you, Ellen,
So,
so much. It
absolutely,
really appreciate it. Yep.
absolutely. Thanks for chatting with me today.
You're welcome. Bye for
All right,
now.
bye now.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Reddy, I think, made the comment that that fungus adds to the eco of the system. Certainly true. John is hiding in the corner. Stick your hand up, John. There's John. Shaggy Glass, you can hear him. Shaggy can hear you. Oh, he was talking about hearing Alan. Uh, they can hear him. I could not hear. My mic was, I mean, my speaker was not on. Who is that? Kathleen Palcusalit. Palcusalit. Palculist. 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 Katolin Pakulik. I can't say it. Me too. It's a me too. Honey, you got a moderator. You got a wrench. Kathleen, nice to have you with us. Let's see. Homegrown Roots. Rope Sanders. Hey, Rope. Edward Hasiak says Father Fish recommends 2 inches of sand. You bet. Stiff moist. What was stiff moist saying? I missed all that. Somebody is here. Heard him click. Hi there.
Hello,
Who's
it's
Andrew?
um, it's it's Andrew. I just wanted to come on and say thank you very much for the second chance.
Well, you're very welcome. Delighted to have you. Keep it civil.
Yes,
You bet.
I promise I will. And I appreciate the stuff that you said on the other live stream. Everything you said was 100% right. You know, uh, but look, you're a lovely man. I have great time for you. And I am sorry for anyone who's watching if whatever I've done in the past has affected any of you. I do
Well,
apologize.
you're a new man. You're reborn as a new man. Bravo.
Exactly.
Okay,
Thank you.
Andrew. Thanks. Bye
Have
for now.
bye for now.
That's sweet. The young man just full of himself. A bright, sharp, um, and just needs a guiding hand. So we're trying to provide that. Silent Hyena, big fan here. Want to know in resurrection jars, can organisms still be abundant in the cold weather? They can be abundant. They will not multiply. They become more or less dormant. Um, and most of them will tolerate freezing water, so they can get down pretty low in temperature. Primary, they will not freeze solid. but they can survive at 33 degrees, 32 if it's a little slushy. They can survive at that. If it gets below that, they just crystallize. Although I'm sure there are some that will thaw out and keep going. These microscopic life is doesn't abide by all the same rules. Look at that severum darting around back there. I hope he's okay. Bloody expensive fish. I bought these fish because I liked them, and I didn't look at the price tag. And I'm not gonna tell you where I bought them because I don't want to say, but I paid way too much money for them. But they are probably, certainly, a fish as an adult on par with discus for sheer beauty. I don't think there's a fish prettier than a large, vibrant male golden severum. They're just really a stunning fish. So that's why I got them. And they're going to make it worthwhile. Add soy. That was a cool tank, wasn't it? That Ellen had. Absolutely. You're welcome to come up and show us your tanks. The link is at the top, and I can post it again, I think. Get my keyboard here and do Control V. Come on up and show us your tank, Silver Creek. Silver Creek, why don't you come out and chat for a while? I haven't had a chance to talk with you in a long time. And you're always doing such cool stuff. And I absolutely love your farm. And so we had, let's see, we did that. Tommy at O3G. Tommy is Silver Creek, right? A regular person. I think I gave you a wrench. I did. Where are we now? Oh God, here we go again. Tyler says, "Love you, Father Fish. You inspire me to plant a tank." Well, by all means. That's funny. I think it had a wrench. I took it away and I gave it.
Tell them you're still looking for the bell.
Oh yeah, I can't find the bell. Been looking for the bell. I can't find the bell. Somebody hid the bell, and I saw I have two bells. I have a school bell, like the old school bell, the big one that the teacher clang clang held in her hand, and then I've got a captain's bell that mounts on a boat, and I can't find another one. So we're without bell at the moment. Do you have a filter or any flow in the tank? I do. I have a sponge filter in both tanks. You can't see them because we've got cannons in the one. We had a little event this weekend in the large tank. I had a couple of cichlids that spawned in there, and they were not fish that I really wanted to have 500 of. So I wound up taking them out. They did not kill the babies though; they disappeared. Probably the clown loach got to them and wiped them out. So I saw the parents being unless and forlorn, and then removed them into a tub where they would be happy, and the only intrusion they'll have will be Brenda's hand when she goes in there looking for a plant and gets her hand ripped up the way mine did. Can you see this? Can't it's right here. It's red. I don't know if you can. I'm not seeing it very well. Yes, the red. See the red right there. That is where that cichlid got hold of me when when I was planting plants. He grabbed right there and shook it and was tearing at my skin. He was about a 4-inch fish. There, see it? Yeah, that's it. Right there, that red. He actually abrased the skin. Didn't hurt particularly, but came as a bit of a shock. Where's my mouse? Somebody just did something here. What did they do? Super sticker, a $10 super sticker from Denise. Denise, mom, thank you, Denise. That's very kind of you. Do appreciate it. Let's see, let me scroll down here a little. Foxmaster, can you talk about the stream of water in your tanks? Septic is too rare. It's a good point, Foxmaster, and there are there's a strong sentiment to have a filter free tank, and I do appreciate that, and I think it is completely valid to be able to do that. The only issue is that there needs to be some kind of flow in the water to prevent what is generally referred to as dead spaces. A dead space or a dead area occurs most frequently along shorelines in the sea where currents are moving and they're moving a kind of against and around each other and will occasionally create a spot where there is no current, where there is no water moving at all over a period of time which may last days or even weeks. That, I'm going to highlight this before I lose it, that becomes a dead space. The oxygen in that volume of water becomes, get both my hands in here so you get the full effect. The oxygen in that volume of water is burned up, CO2 is released. There typically are no plants growing in there or in that area, and so it becomes dead, and the fish that are in it will actually die. That's what red tide is. Red tide creates an oxygen deprived environment by virtue of the algae exploding to consume excess nutrients, resulting in algae exploding, creating it's red algae. It's bacteria, is what it is. And it's burning up algae and creating a CO2 environment, a very large, substantial CO2 environment that's washing up on the shore,
Besides being toxic.
creating that dead environment. Yeah, it also releases spore that are uniquely nasty. You can you can be a mile away from the shoreline and have your nasal passages burning from that. Let's see, two things here. I'm going to get back to that, but I need to do this. Peace, love, puppies. Which bundle of plants would you recommend for 55 with goldfish? Set up with yourself. I don't recommend a package. Well, yes, I do. I recommend the sword package. And we have Sagittarius, broadleaf Sagittarius just came in. That is one of my favorite of all time plants. It is a broadleaf, looks like a Vallisneria, but it's denser, it's thicker and heavier, and grows very, very long. I have had it grow 5 to 6 feet long. I never trim it, by the way, just let it grow. So the Sagittarius and the sword are two really good plants to do with goldfish. Other than that, you can do things like Anubias, which they're not likely to mess up, but they probably will pull it loose. So it would be more difficult getting it established. All right, and we have someone visiting us. And I need to get rid of this. Thank you so much. Peace. Peace, love puppies. Father Fish's rants are epic, says Erie. Thank you, Erie. All right. What do we have here? Rick. Rick. Are you there, Rick? Rick. He probably went away because I had him sitting there so long.
I'm there. Hear me?
There he is, Rick. Hi, yeah, we're ready. How are you? We got you live. You're up and about. I don't know if you can hear us. Rick, can you hear us? We'll just have to enjoy his tank. Rick Topinko. That is quite nice, isn't it? Look at that. It's really impressive. It looks like a lot of stem plants. That's a stem plant too. I'll bet you that's what this is. I'll bet you this is a fatherfish package. It just sort of looks like it. Very impressive piece of driftwood, some rock. It sets off nicely too. It's well laid out, pretty tank. Sorry, we're not getting a chance to talk to Rick. I think I heard him say, "Are you ready?" But maybe his mic's not working. Come on back when you get your mic working. Are you there?
I'm good.
Yeah, he said, there he is. Hi. Can you hear me?
Can you hear?
Yes. I hear you.
No.
Well,
don't
you
know,
don't
my
hear
mic-
me.
I
Rick, we can hear you.
can hear you.
Good. I can hear you. Just talk. You're doing great. I love your tank. He's probably having mic problems. Yeah, you know what's happening? These are. He's having an upload problem because this is a live picture and those pictures are just sitting still. So that's what's wrong. It's not his fault. It's the link, and that would affect his ability to talk because it's going to jump the speech around. But he's panning for us. So really nice, isn't it? Really pretty. It's a lovely, lovely tank. It's well laid out. Pretty. I can hear me in the background. We lost him. Now we lost him. All right, we're losing him. All right, we're gonna cut you off, Rick. That was really quite nice. Pretty tank. Sorry you had communication problems there. Well, hopefully that'll get worked out and you'll be able to come back. Really appreciate what you're doing. Very nice. Let's see. Bunny Viper is here. Bunny Viper, happy to see you, dear. How are you? Bunny Viper said, well, I need to give her a wrench. Haven't seen you in a year. Where is she? Right there. This is Aquarium Cop's girlfriend, Bunny Viper. Sweet girl. Miss her lovely friend. Darlene. Darlene.
Hello. Not
Hi.
sure.
Turn your camera sideways. Your phone. There you go. Perfect. Now I can't hear you.
Now, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Now, okay. I'm going to show you. Okay, I want to show you what I'm doing. This is the tank that I'm setting up.
Okay.
This is going to be, we had talked about a barrier. This is going to be the barrier between the front and the back. Can you see it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So my
Okay.
thought is to put sand in the front part of this. Would only be a small amount, and then the little barrier here would come up about 2 inches above that. The back would be higher than the front, and everything would be the planted tank with the dirt and the sand. Is that
Got it.
possible?
Yes, that's possible.
Is it possible to leave the front just sand?
Yes.
That's fine? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So have you ever seen this done before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it works out.
Okay, great. Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, dear. Bye, Darlene. All right. Who is this? We got somebody else here. 3G is here. Mercy.
Hello, Father Fish.
Hi, how are you? Look at this
I'm wonderful.
stunning thing. Gorgeous koi angels. I just bought 6 koi angels today, about the same size in this tank behind me. They're lovely. Beautiful tank. What
I
are
have
the
probably-
plans?
I probably have 200 koi angel babies
Oh,
at the
my
moment.
word.
Yeah, I've got some dwarf sage in the front, a little patch of dwarf sage there, and then on either side, those are crypts,
Yeah,
and then swords in the back.
very
Um,
nice. Now,
I
what
just
oh,
don't-
you've got discus in there.
Yes, sir. There's discus and koi angels, Congo tetras, and
What that dark fish on the bottom, that's a discus.
yeah,
There are a bunch of discus in there. Nice. Very
These are-
nice.
these will be my next breeder koi.
They're pretty. Yeah, they're really pretty. It's such a gorgeous fish.
They
The
are.
koi is a wonderful strain.
I love them.
Yeah.
I love angelfish. And you know, right beside this tank, I have this
Oh, look at the
Guppy.
guppies.
guppy tank.
Oh my.
This was a
What's
29.
the strain, do you know?
They're
Is that a Moscow?
blue dragon Dumbo ear. I got them from Jeff at
Oh, really? Cool. They're
Aquatic
very
Morning Show.
nice. All
this
right.
was- This was a 29 gallon that had an under gravel filter in it, and you told me years ago to cap it, and I did, and it's been running for years like this.
Is that a Madagascar lace in the front?
No, sir. No, sir. No. It's a
Oh,
some
okay.
kind of flame.
Oh, it's a sword, a flame sword. Yeah. Very nice.
Now, what I really came up to ask you about was, you know, these are two of my dirty tanks, and I have one right beside these. Let me show it to you. I may have to
Needs
adjust.
help.
Yes, it needs
Right.
help. It was set up just like the others.
Yeah.
Lots of plants, and the plants do not do well in this tank. Same exact substrate, same everything.
Add another inch or even two of sand. Just
don't
get
know.
the substrate deeper.
Good deal.
I think that'll make all the difference.
I put plants in here and they just melt away.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. You could also do anubias, do
Right.
other non-rooted plants. But my hunch is if you'll make that substrate deeper, it'll solve the problem. I think it's not deep enough to be able to turn everything. It's like
I,
a compost pile that's too shallow. It doesn't break down waste.
well, I know that, I put about an inch of dirt in there and then I put about 2 inches of sand, and I've this been set up like this for about 3 years. And
Huh.
I added a half, one time before on your recommendation, I added about a half inch of sand. So it's got about 2.5 inches.
Oh, really?
And I
So
was
we've already
wondering if
done that. What
maybe
size tank is it?
it's a 29.
Why don't you break it down and start over?
That's what I was wondering, if somehow maybe I got a weak mix
It's
initially or something.
impossible to say. Yeah, something happened. It ran out of nutrients for whatever reason.
And it never,
Get the supplement pack when you do it.
and I'm gonna get a plant pack too.
Yeah, it'll
I'm
prevent that from happening.
definitely gonna
Very
do
good.
that. But I mainly came up. Bunny Viper wanted me to come up too. She wanted to see a tank. So hello, Bunny Viper. We love you.
So happy to see her. You bet.
I love that lady.
I know, me too. She's such a sweetie. She has kept the faith, hasn't she?
She wonderful lady. I'm a bounce out of here and make room for somebody else. Love you, Father
Thank you
Fish.
so much. Good to see you, 3G. You
See you
bet.
next week.
Bye. All right. Who we got here? The
I'm
land.
Nick.
The land?
The land, yeah.
The land. Okay. How are you?
Doing well, and yourself?
I'm good. Oh my, look at this.
Yeah, thanks for the
Wow.
inspiration.
You're welcome. Can you turn your camera sideways? See if it'll switch.
Is that better?
Doesn't do a thing. Never mind. No, it doesn't flip. No, there, yeah, it doesn't flip. That's okay. It's tell us what you got here.
Well, I got the
Water
AAA
driftwood.
Father Fish special, and
Okay.
I got some catfish and guppies. Started with a gravel tank, unfortunately, and then I found your videos and decided let's give it a shot. More of a
So
natural
you
look.
capped it or did you redo it?
Redid it.
You do really? So it's got a soil base with a sand cap.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of driftwood. Where'd you get the driftwood?
Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, really? You bought it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. Yeah, nice pieces.
Yeah. And I
Very
got the
cool.
bubbler turned on. I turned it off initially.
Right. Yeah, the plants are looking pretty good. I thought it was sparse at first, but they look healthy. It looks like you got some growth in there. There he goes.
Yeah, it's a pretty new tank, so still getting established. The roots are
Okay.
starting to come out. You said
Right.
leave the
Right.
lights on 24 hours for the first week, right?
Yeah, that's what I do typically until you start seeing algae and then cut it back.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait for the moss to grow in. I should give it some real nice effect.
Oh, yeah. Particularly on that driftwood. That's right. Nice. I love it.
Yeah. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you. You're welcome. Thanks for coming up. Bye for now. And who do we have here? Sailor Ed.
Well,
Are
hello,
you
Father
there?
Fish.
Hey, how are you?
Not bad. Hey, I ran across you a little over a year ago because I was trying to grow plants, and
Okay.
gravel just wasn't the way to go. And
I know.
so far, so good. Now the water
It,
sprite back in the corner took over, and then it kind of died off. The
yeah,
moss
what is
decided to
it's
take over,
okay, right?
and
Yeah,
it
looks
decided to
nice.
die off. But we've kind of leveled out here, and there's various things going on. That little piece of
Right.
Anubias is growing really well. I'm not really good on my plants. This one down in the front, it's really taken off. But I am just
Oh, nice.
want to say I'm happy.
Well, thank you. Very nice. Yeah, I like all the driftwood. That's really, really pretty.
Yeah, it was hard to
Fish
find
look
a pot
happy
big
and
enough to
healthy.
boil that one in.
Fish look happy and healthy.
They're very happy, and I don't think I've lost a fish in this tank in 8 months.
Well, good for
I mean,
you.
it's been a while.
Nice.
Well, all right,
I
I'll
love
let you
it.
get on with the.
Thank you, Ed. You bet. Bye for
Yes, sir.
now.
All right.
All right. Who we got here? This is, I'm sorry. I have to stare to see. This is Danny. Danny?
Jamie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Father Fish. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for all the inspiration.
Try
Lot of
turning your
lot of
camera sideways. Turn your camera sideways. Let's see if it'll. Yeah, good. That's better.
the help. Okay.
Yes. Oh, wow. Look at that.
Yeah. I have your setup, your substrate setup here. We have
Oh,
guppies, mollies, swords. We have betas. We had a bit betas breed. I have like 15 betas in here with them.
good for you.
Yeah, no nipping or anything. Everything's
Oh,
perfect.
that's stunning. Stunning. Beautiful tank.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we have another one down here for like the
Okay.
breakers. It's the same
Totally
thing.
different character. Isn't that nice? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All
And I just
right.
wanted to show you that I followed your advice. I got the betas living in here.
Okay.
The angels, blanket, tetras, frogs,
Right.
dwarf frogs you
It's
mentioned
good.
earlier. And
Daddy, yeah,
they're all,
very impressive.
they're all coexisting. I'm having fries. Everything is here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yes, for the fish.
Make sure you let's do me a favor. Make sure you get over on our shoal, the Discord channel. We
Yeah.
need to have your tank. We need to have you be able to feature your tank in some of our videos.
Okay then.
If you'll
I'll do that.
picture it there, we can do that. That'd be fun. I love it. Great tank. Great tank.
Yes. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Bye.
All right. What do we have here? Oh, you're back.
Oh, I'm still on. I'm sorry.
Did I get you twice? What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me come off and give someone else.
No, it wasn't you. It was me. Bye for now. Thank
Okay,
you,
bye.
Danny.
Yeah.
There was someone else. Oh, what is that? That's him. There was someone else here, and I clicked them off, which was not deliberate. Whoever was here, come on back, please. I did not intend to kick you out. I clicked the wrong button, I think. Please come back. And I didn't even get a chance to see who it was. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat here. Bunny Vapor says Erie. Remember, we all share the same journey, take different roads. We're in this together. Certainly none of us better than any other. Hang in there. God bless you, Bunny. Indeed. Uger didn't change my substrate yet, the sand, but made it more thick lava rock on the bottom and aqua soil on the top. Well, put some sand on top of that, and that will resolve all of your problems. Promise. Absolutely will. The difficulty with the aqua soil on top is that it's leaching nutrients into the water column. So it's losing nutrient and it's increasing nutrient in the water, which tends to create algae problems. Adarazi. 4 weeks ago, came across your videos. Now I have a planted dirt sand fish tank. Thanks for all the videos and knowledge. But you're very, very welcome, Adarazi. Give you a wrench. And you need to come up and show us your tank. Show us what you're doing. Peace, love puppies. We did show her $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Jim Jones. What? I think I'm going to boot Jim Jones. That's just high user on the channel. Bye, Turkey. Do. What else? Alexander Lasky. Left here earlier. Don't know if I got an answer. Post again, so post again. Trying to keep plants alive in my tank for about a year. Nothing has worked. Got a decent light and 3 inches of black pine sand. You need nutrients in it, Alexander. Build a food web. Learn what a food web is and build a food web. That will provide a nutrient base for your substrate. You need food for the plants. You can do that by putting a soil layer in that's capped with that black sand. Barring that, if you're already set up, then you simply need to build a food web, which will be adding nutrients to the substrate. Mike is talking about bulbs. Yeah, if the bulb jumps up, it's absolutely easiest thing in the world to grow. They don't always. Travel grow. How does hardscaping work with the father fish method? Should the rocks wood sit on top of the sand level? Can they penetrate into the mud? I don't like to do that. I don't like to get them down in the in the substrate. I rather would keep them on top of the sand. They may go in a little bit, but I tend not to let them go to the bottom. Somebody is here. Who's this? This is Koi or Kai? I can't read it. Kai, are you here?
Yep.
Okay, let me get you moved over. Turn your camera sideways. Very good. Yeah, it didn't flip. That's fine. We can live with that. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, nice. Very nice. I like your hardscape treatment. You got rock in the foreground and driftwood in the back with swords coming out. That's very nice. The little blue Acara there. Another one. Another one. Bunch of them. Did you spawn the Acara?
I didn't spawn them. No, I've got these in here temporarily while I wait to put them in another 4-foot tank that I've set up in another room.
Oh, very good. Very good. Tell us about the tank, please, Kai.
So it's a 4-foot tank, 200 liters, so 55 gallons. Yeah, dirt base, sand cap, the rocks taken from a local creek, the logs from the bush, from my bushwalk. There's some Australian native fish in here, so there's crimson spotted rainbows, there's Pacific blue eye, and empire gudgeons.
Oh,
There's a few rescue Congo tetras, and there's a angelfish which came came with the tank that I sort of feel obliged to hold on
Right,
to.
right.
And yeah, and a whole stack
Yeah.
of plants, as many as I can fit in. Some I put in and they'll melt and disappear, and others sort of do really well. So I just try and stay with the ones that do well.
I'm gonna have John take over. I'm about to have a problem here.
Go this way.
Give me a second. John, you want to talk about? I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm Father Fish's fill-in. I don't look quite like Father Fish. Kai, tell us where you're from in Australia.
I'm in Brisbane.
Pardon?
So I'm in Brisbane. So some of these fish in here live in our local creeks and waterways, particularly the
And
crimsons.
where in Australia would that be?
It's on the east coast, pretty much halfway between the top and the bottom. So
Okay.
subtropical. So crimson spotted rainbows, Pacific blue eye, empire gudgeons, they all appear in our local creeks and waterways throughout the year.
So when you say local fish, those would be native fish?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
And I
Yeah,
understand
unfortunately, we do have some ferals in the creeks as well. So we'll have guppies and gambusia and swordtails. Unfortunately, have been introduced into the local waterway.
And I understand that you're pretty restrictive as far as bringing in fish species that are not natives. Am I correct? Did we lose you? I guess so. All right. Let's see if we can skip over here. Jacob, I'm not familiar with the system, so bear with me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Can you show us your tank?
Yeah, I can't flip my camera around. Let me see. I can turn it this way, but I
There
did the
you
father
go.
setup. I did the father setup. As you can
We're getting it.
see,
Yes.
you can see the layered where it gets deep and where it gets I got big
And how long
plecos.
has the system? How long has the
About a year.
system been set up?
A little over a year. I've lost a lot of fish due to I've used the wrong substrates. I've listened to big box stores, and I've followed your steps, and I've not actually used one bit of medicine off the market. And I've also over here got me your little resurrection jar. That way I can forever feed and give nutrition to my tank. That way everything will stay functioning.
Excellent.
And then this
Very
one,
nice.
this one, this one was dying as well, and I saved it from using your method as well.
Nothing beats Mother Nature.
Absolutely. Got my natural leaves in there.
And how long has that system been set up?
About the same, but this is my good tank. This is the good one. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. They're top waters. They stay floating.
I'm not sure either.
There they are. See them up top here?
Yes.
I got them from a local pet store. When I was getting stuff from them, I came across the breeder and I did pick up some blue ram's horn snails. Have you ever heard of them?
I have not. Father Fish, I'm sure, has.
But this is, I got some shrimps, all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, shrimp are a lot of fun.
There's another pleco. That's a bushy nose pleco.
Well, it's a very healthy system.
Absolutely. I'm glad I listened to the Father Fish method, man. It really works. You don't need nothing. Just let the nature do it, just like he explained. Oh, it's really nice because it's the truth, you know. You basically, you know, you let, like everything else in the natural, that's there. It was doing a process for a reason. So if it's living there, then follow the steps and take that source and put that into your tank. Now your tank will be the same as that body of water that you now took them resources from. It'll stay established. Simple.
Thank you very much.
That's really nice. I'm glad I did this setup.
Well, we're happy to see it. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Let's see, back here, Janet C, yes, I agree, beautiful tank. I like the pipes so the fish can hide. Yes, that's very creative. Chicken Syndrome, looking good today, Father Fish. I like the haircut. Well, he's out of the room for the minute. Kai, we got you back on your interview. Evan Lane, I have an epiphyte heavy cichlid tank with coralline algae. If you all want to see something different, sure, bring it on. Let's see, we have another guest here.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. I was actually wanting to help answer a question that somebody was asking earlier about the father fish method with doing hardscape. I happen to be working on a 4-foot, 120-gallon that shows exactly what to do with the hardscape on the father fish method. So,
excellent. Bring it on.
Second, I'll flip this around. And right here, I've got my 4-foot, 120-gallon. See, I've got the inch of soil, couple inches of sand. And as you can see, this stuff back here to go along the side, you can see I've lifted up the side of it. So in the back, I'm actually sitting at about 5 inches of sand total in the back. And then the hardscape is sitting down in that sand in the back. So that way you don't have to worry about pushing the rocks down through the cap or having any gas release or anything like that. And this works wonderfully. I've done it this way with a lot of my tanks that I do, thanks to Father Fish and learning that way. But it's the same thing over here. And if you see, I've got the sand actually lifted up all the way in the back too. So that way I can, you know, put plants in these sections that are growing in between the rocks and back behind. But yeah, that's all you have to do. Do your 2 inches of sand. And then if you're wanting that elevated depth look, just lift up the sand a couple more inches in the back where your rocks are. So that way you don't have to worry about it.
Huh.
Works
Nice.
wonderfully.
Very clever.
Absolutely.
Very
Well, thank you,
clever.
Father Fish. I won't keep up any more time, but I just
Appreciate you coming up. You bet.
absolutely wanted to give a better explanation to what all of that was. So,
Yeah, right.
but yeah, thank you, Father Fish. You rock like a Fraggle. We all love you.
Thomas, you bet. Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Who is this? Need to get rid of that. Evan Lane, was he up?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Denise Mom, 5 tanks with dirt sub, doing wonderful. Bravo. Life is awesome. You got it.
Brookland Russ, what cameras did we upgrade to?
This is well, it's a computer camera, but just a little better grade one. We're doing for our videos. We're doing primarily Sony cam. We have a really nice Sony. Who is this? Joey. Hey, Joey.
Yes.
There he is. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm trying to figure out how to turn my camera around. Oh, there we go.
We lost you. Totally lost him. There he is. Okay. Got you back.
Got me back. I'm trying to figure out how to turn my camera around. Hold on. My wife's trying to help me turn my camera around. Oh, that,
Just turn it. That's how. Flip it sideways. Flip it sideways. Turn the camera sideways. Yeah, that's perfect. You got it.
down.
There you go.
That way.
Oh my, look at this.
All right. So my question is I made this a year and a half ago, and I feel like I don't have enough sand. Am I correct?
I can't really tell. How deep is this total substrate?
Well,
Is that mangrove growing up out of there?
what it is it's your method. Oh, let me see. I'm trying to hold. No, that is actually I own a houseboat on a local river, and I got this out of the river.
Looks like a mangrove. What is it? Do you know? It's very nice. I like it. Yeah, I
It come
think
out
it
of the
would
Apalachicola River.
Okay. Add another inch of sand. Won't hurt a thing. Yeah, it does look like a mangrove root, doesn't it? Nicholas saying looks like a mangrove root. It's quite nice.
I thought it was a really nice piece, so that's why I added it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Joey. That's very pretty. I like it. Yeah, add some more sand.
All right. Well, I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Take care. Bye for now. Let's see. What do we have here? That's Joey. Back. This is ready now. Ready now.
Well, hello.
What you
Can
got
you
here?
hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
can. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So wonderful that I've actually even thought about doing this. However, I'm 54 years old, almost 55, and for the last 30 years, I haven't had a tank. And came across you and the Wallstead methods. Oh my goodness. This tank right here is full of guppies. Got a pleco. Not really sure how well I could be able to squeeze in here, but some anubias. I've got some rocks. I do have my favorite betta fish in here if I can find him. It's a samurai. He is
nice.
fantastically gorgeous, but I can't quite find him. But this wasn't the one that I wanted to feature. Sorry about my dogs in the background. I just got a new puppy. I'm going to just say that this tank has been just absolutely fantastic. I've got 2 sponge filters in the back. You see all the guppies in the front here. And the banana plant didn't do too well. But that plant right there, and let's see, not sure if I'll be able to show. That one there is from you. And I ordered those about 6 months ago or so. For whatever reason, mine didn't do too well. But I'm going to carry over and go to a couple other ones that I've actually put together. This one's got some yo-yo loaches. It's got a that black what do you call it? A molly, and those white minnows.
Yeah.
I think they're called white mountain minnow fish.
Yeah. Yeah.
These guys have been in here for a good year, and I just have this hang on back, and I'll tell you, they're thriving. They truly are.
Golden white cloud. Yeah.
Here's some beautiful betas, and I
look at
adore yours. And if I can get him to actually show, there is a lot of mulm. The one on the left in the globe type, that's just with plants in there. But that beta is just gorgeous in the middle there.
Yeah. Very nice. Oh yeah.
There's this one, and I don't have the greatest lighting, but this is like overgrown. There's no filter in it. It's all guppy fish. If I had a better lighting, I'd be able to show you better. Sorry. Those plants that are there, of course, I've got snails in it too. Not sure if I can. No, that doesn't really show too well. But however, I had a couple of your stemmed plants back in through here, and I think they got drowned out by the whatever type of plant that is in the front. However, one more thing, if you can hold on. Excuse me. This is like one of my prides. One of my prides. There was a fellow that was on your deal earlier, and he was talking about the sand and the plants. And this one is a beta sorority with some bottom feeders, some sort of algae bottom, and not exactly sure what those striped ones are. Sorry, I'm not really good at all that, but this is what I've done with your method, Fatherfish. So that
Very
was
nice.
This is that algae that I was telling you about. You had mentioned to me a while back not to worry about it. And it's that it looks like it's a blue-green algae, but it hasn't done anything. And
down in the sand, right? Yeah.
So that's about 4 inches of substrate there. And then my last, this is really my centerpiece. I'll share with you.
Oh my. Quite
So I've got
nice.
polyfish. I've got they're all basically cichlids, but that ball of fish, and then of course I have the sebrum off to the right.
Yeah.
And I come to find that we have a baby in here. Now, if the main massive one would come out, that would be beautiful because he is a stunning, stunning blue peacock fish.
Nice.
Let's give it a second.
Sweetie, I've got a bunch of people in back of us waiting to come up, and we're
I
after
appreciate
9
you.
o'clock, so I need to run. Thank you so much, Reddy.
Thank you. You have a
Appreciate
good night. Appreciate
Thank
you.
Very nice.
Mhm. God bless.
All right. Who do we have here? Matt? Matt.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. I currently have a 95 wave tank that I set up.
Oh my, really? Wow.
This has been up for, I'd say, 2 months now.
Okay.
I do have a beta sorority in it. There's currently
4 koi betta females. A small female my wife bought from the pet shop that is so
Get right up
tiny.
tight on it. Bring your camera right up to it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. Oh wow.
I do have
Nice
lots of
tank.
tannins in it.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see her now. I'm sorry. She's right there.
Oh yeah.
She's
Huh.
chasing around another female my wife bought. You can see one of the kois.
Pretty fish.
Very pretty
Look at
fish.
look at them.
Is there any
Yeah, that's a big
suggestion you could
tank
give
of
to
it.
me?
Nice. That's a big tank.
It is a big tank. I have probably about 60 gallons of water in here. It's not completely full, as you can tell.
Right. It's a 75. Very nice. Thank you. That's yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I
Thank you,
used to
man.
take
You bet.
the OG method and learned your
Right.
method recently, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye
Bye
bye.
for now. All right. Who do we have here? Kimco Super 9. Hi there. Are you with us? Hi.
Hello.
Turn your camera sideways. Let's see if it'll flip. Do it again. That's not flipping. Okay. We're okay. Nice. Kimco. Look at all the moss. Java moss. Oh, what you got here? Tell us about your tank.
It's got your dirt on the bottom with a substrate of capped off with some sand, and
Okay.
it's doing really well. I got some natural organic leaves in there, some
Nice.
anubias, scarlet. Uh, I don't know what these top flowers are, but you can plant them or let them float.
Okay.
But I did at one point for like a year, I had constant ick and ick number two.
Wow.
And I kept using all kinds of medicines, and I've never used one medicine yet in a year again, and I've actually had no diseases using your method.
Right. Good job. Good job. Very nice. Thank you so much.
And then here's the jar that you showed me that you got to create to make that establishment.
Oh, cool.
Right there
You
it
bet.
is.
All right. Nice, Kim. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you.
Bye bye. All right. Who is this?
Oh,
Matt.
hey,
Hi.
Father Fish, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Right
Oh, look
on,
at that.
perfect.
There is a busy tank.
Yes, unfortunately, I'm overstocked with how many offspring we've got going on in here, but
Well, they look perfectly healthy in there.
well, that's good. I'm happy that you say that. Actually, started my tank around last August and followed your method right from the tee. I tried to go and use as natural environment as I could. I pulled soil out of my vegetable garden. I pulled sand from my local beach that I washed vigorously. I've been having lots of different plants introduced. Got some Christmas moss in the back here that is growing with a little bit of the shrimp shelter in there.
This tank, what it demonstrates is something really significant. What you've been able to achieve is a tank that has developed and built its ability to sustain a larger biomass. And you can tell by looking at the fish and the plants, everything in there is perfectly healthy. They're vibrant, active, alert fish. The plants are growing nicely. It's a spectacular tank.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that.
A tank that would, now I would not call that overstocked.
Okay.
And the reason is the fish that are in there are in balance with the tank. The whole tank is in balance.
Right on.
So it's actually sustaining very healthfully all of the life in the system. And that's what happens as a tank matures and the biological mass increases. It increases its ability to sustain an increased volume of biological activity, of biomass. It's a perfect example of a very rich, strong, healthy tank with a bit large biomass. It's very impressive.
Wow. Thank you. I really do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Any suggestions? The only thing that I can say is some of these plants are looking like they've had better days on some of
Yeah,
the
I was
lower
thinking the
leaves.
same thing. Add try adding sword plants,
Okay.
Vallisneria, some of the larger leaf plants that are
Okay.
going to be hardier. You've got one back there that looks pretty
Mhm.
good. Get a few more sword plants and
Okay.
Val. I think that'll make a big difference.
All
Yeah,
right.
like him. He looks great. I mean, he's got a lot of rich green. The center leaves are strong and healthy.
Mhm.
You just need more of them. That's all.
Right on. Well, I appreciate the feedback. I really do.
You bet. Well, I like the tank very much. Thank you for showing it to us, Mike.
I appreciate you showing it to me or showing it to everybody.
You bet. Absolutely. And you're the last one up, so I think we're going to say goodnight. And we'll do it watching Mutt's Mollies. Pretty impressive.
It's my nickname for these guys because they're just kind of all over the place in color. I'm
Oh, they
calling
are
them
all
mutt
over the
mollies.
place. Do try to get into Discord and post some clips of that tank. I really would love to be able to talk about that tank in a
Okay.
video. It's
Right on.
I think it's very significant.
Really do appreciate that. I'll try my best to do that.
Okay. Well, thank you
Have
all,
a-
and thanks everybody for coming in. We're well over the 9 o'clock hour. Nobody else has backed up. I did want to make sure everyone who wanted to come up could do so, and I guess we've done that. So great to be with you. We'll be back Sunday at 6 o'clock Eastern time. We got new videos coming up all the time. Be sure to catch them and join us on in the Father Fish Show on the Discord channel. If you don't know how to get there, go to fatherfish.fish. Fatherfish.fish. All the links for everything are there. Love you all. Bye for now.